Well, guys, everybody needs a good quality flashlight, and there's so many different sizes, so many different designs, from huge big ones that are like the sun in your pocket to something that's a lot more compactable. But for the compact flashlights, there's always been a problem in that there usually is not a lot of battery life, and particularly if we're talking about like a keychain size flashlight, they always use those watch batteries, and they're pretty expensive. They're kind of a pain in the butt to install. They're not readily available like a AA battery would be, and it's just not very practical up to this point. I'm really excited to show you today the Nitecore tube flashlight. This is a keychain size, keychain style flashlight that Nitecore has produced that is USB rechargeable. You plug it into a USB port and it'll recharge when the flashlight has gone out. It actually has a lot of kick, a lot of punch in the power that it produces. So today I just want to show you some basic specs, kind of show you what this little guy has to offer, not only in a great value in the price point, but also in the fact that you don't have to buy batteries for it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and look at some of the specs and kind of walk you through this Nitecore tube and show you what it has to offer. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and look at some specs here on the flashlight. First off, it's a very lightweight flashlight at ½ an ounce, made out of PC plastic, kind of like PVC plastic. So it's extremely lightweight in your hand and in your pocket, which is fantastic, or on your keychain. I love that. Very good quality as well, really well built. The key ring that it comes with is very strong and sturdy. There's nothing that feels, flimsy or cheap about it because of how lightweight it is. And the price point is also fantastic, guys, at $10. Amazon, eBay, all over the place. You can get these for $10. They got multiple colors. They got black, red, green, blue. I think they might have a purple. I mean, they got a lot of different colors, which is fantastic. So very nice, lightweight. On the back side here, you got a couple little screws, so you can take this apart if you want to. On the side here, we have the little rubber cover for the USB port to charge it. So there's the charging port. It does not come with a USB cable, so note that. You have to provide your own USB cable, but you don't plug it into your computer, the wall, and it'll charge. And it takes about 3 hours to get a full charge back into it once it has died, so that is something to note. To fiddle with that, it does take a little fiddling to put that back into place, but it seals really nice and secure in there, so dust and grime and grit won't get in there if you're got a lot of dirt and you're around dusty, dirty areas. So that is the flashlight itself. And just to give you some size perspective, I'm going to put in my house key. It's about the size of a house key, just so you can kind of get a good idea here. I mean, this thing is so small, and compact. I love it. So now let's go ahead and look at the power and the options for turning it on and off. All right, so there's a really nice rubberized button right here on the top, very easy to push. You click it once, you're going to get 1 lumen, and that lumen is going to run for 48 hours on one charge, which is fantastic. And that 1 lumen power is going to be great for really up close visibility, getting inside a backpack. You're on a backpacking trip, you're camping, and you just need to get inside your pack real quick. Boom, you just click that 1 lumen, and it's very easy to see that. You're in your car, you dropped your keys on the floorboard, you need to find it, or a pen or pencil, something like that, and you don't want to turn on the interior light or whatever. The light isn't giving you enough visibility. This is fantastic for those type of situations. It's going to give you about 3 feet of visibility. Then if you push it, you double tap it, you're going to get 45 lumens, and it's supposed to run for about an hour. And that 45 lumens is huge. It's got huge throw at 24 meters of distance for the beam. I mean, it lights up my whole garage. When I'm looking around inside my garage, you're able to, in the backyard, you can see a lot of distance in the backyard. Whatever the situation, it really lights up a whole room very easily, very bright. 45 lumens, great power for the flashlight. So what I have done, and I've heard some people kind of complaining about that the battery seems to wane the more they use it, the less 45 lumens they get, before it dies. I haven't found that to be the case. What I did was I purposely tested this 15 times. I would put it to 45 lumens, set a 45-minute timer, and what I found was that it actually went longer than an hour turned on if I have it on the full power like you see here. But what I found was it actually started to wane the power and the brightness at around 45 minutes. So I wouldn't call it an hour at 45 lumens. I call it probably 45 minutes at 45 lumens. Then it starts to wane and starts to go down in power, and will last about an hour and a half before it fully dies out. But after an hour, you can definitely see that it's getting really, really dim. So that's just something to note. And then there's a final setup that I want to show you guys, which is really cool. Is you can either hold down the button And if you're holding it down, it'll go to 45 lumens instantly. You don't have to do the double tap, and then you just let go and it'll turn right off. So if you need that brightness right away, you just squeeze it, let go. But you can either just click it once and it'll stay consistently at 1 lumen, or double tap it and it'll go to that 45 lumens. Or you can hold down the button, and if you double tap it and then hold it down, you can see that the light glows and grows, and then we'll go back down to 1 lumen. So it goes up to 45. So you can kind of stop it in the middle right there. It's about 20 lumens. So it'll actually give you you have the ability to choose how bright you want the flashlight, which is phenomenal. So you're not only getting a standard 1 and 45 lumen setup, but you can then hold the button down and adjust the brightness to what you need, and it will maybe extend the life, but give you a little bit more power than 1 lumen. So you can I need 15 lumens or 20 lumens or 30 lumens, and you can choose how bright you want your flashlight to be. So I mean, the fact that it has all those settings for $10, how lightweight it is, and it's rechargeable is ridiculous and phenomenal, guys. This is an awesome little flashlight. So I got to tell you, this thing is so impressive, as you've seen, and I've had this now for I think like 2 months. Again, done all the testing, and the price to all the different power abilities, the really nice intense 45. I can adjust the beam depending on what situation I'm in, the 1 lumen, and it's rechargeable. Guys, I would recommend picking up a few of these. Pick up some for gifts, put them in a bug out bag, an EDC kit. I'm carrying this on my keychain now since I purchased it nonstop, and I never pull out my Streamlight Stylus Pro anymore. I don't. This does everything that I would need for it to do, and it basically eliminates the need for me to have those AAA powered kind of pen style flashlights, because this offers about the same amount of power, but it's rechargeable, which is fantastic. So guys, this is an absolute 5 out of 5 on the likability scale. I recommend it to anybody. If you've been thinking about the tube from Nitecore, I highly recommend it. You won't regret it. So as always, check us out on all the relevant social media. Please subscribe, comment, like, share this video, and as always, remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.